no-code app development is a trap. I fell into this trap and lost a lot of money. So this is my story. One day I had an idea. I know, real of me to have an idea. But I thought, hang on, this idea would make a great app. I didn't know how to build mobile apps. I haven't done it at that stage, but I did know how to code, just not mobile apps. And I did some research and I figured I should just do no code. It was 2023 at that stage. And I thought, hey, the technology must be out there. And to be honest, I just didn't want to learn a new programming language. So I opted for a platform called Flutterflow. And Flutterflow is a no-code app development platform. It is probably one of the most popular no-code platforms out there. And on Flutterflow, you can actually build iOS and Android apps without using code. The backend of Flutterflow is actually the language Flutter. But the idea here is that you will not be programming. You won't be actually coding in Flutter. It's more of a drag and drop platform that you can start building apps. And so I began to build my app. And I think I started the process correctly. I looked at their documentation. I watched a bunch of YouTube tutorials. I created the wireframe on Balsamiq. I would say I was around 20 to 30% complete when things just started not looking right. I wanted to do specific things on my app, which I thought was reasonably easy, but I just couldn't do it. And because it wasn't a default feature, I thought, hang on, I know with Flutterflow, if you want that uniqueness, that ability to customize things, you can create a custom widget, but I couldn't do that because it actually didn't work. So I reached a roadblock and I could not continue. So then I thought, I'm having so many issues. Surely it's not me. And I was right. It is not only me. 5 months ago, there was a post on Reddit under the Flutter dev subreddit, and it said, Flutterflow raised 25.5 million. Anyway, that post actually wasn't the interesting part. The interesting part was the comment below it. Now, it is quite a long comment, but it summarized my issues that I was having with Flutterflow. I was quite active in the Flutterflow environment for about a year and a half. At the time, I was very happy with it, to be honest. I would say I was in the 10 to 90% project completion phase of my app. However, when I got to the last 10%, I realized that Flutterflow is a 90% completion product. They go on to say, in my experience, when I hit the 90% and started seeing the cracks, I thought, oh well, that sucks. Luckily, I can add a custom widget. So I started there. And wow, adding custom widgets and trying to integrate them into the Flutterflow codebase without any sort of error logging was awful. After this, I thought, well, I might as well find a dev to help. I then hired Bluecry to help with one of their custom packages, and they couldn't figure it out either. Finally, I thought, that sucks. I guess I have hit the limit of Flutterflow and need to download the code. So in Flutterflow, you do have the option of downloading your code base and getting the physical code after you develop your app. So I did, and dear Lord, that code base was awful. It was straight up horrible. Spaghetti was an understatement. So then I thought, well, I need someone with more experience because this is getting out of control. So I hired a dev. They took one look and tried and then said, we can rebuild it in 2 weeks. And so we did. We are finally in a good place, but Flutterflow just about sank our startup. And what this person has experienced, and what many people have experienced with Flutterflow, was the same thing that I experienced. When I downloaded my Flutterflow code, it was terrible. And I don't even code in Flutter, but I realized it was terrible. There were so many errors, and I could tell because at this stage, I started to actually learn Flutter to understand my Flutterflow code. And it just looked wrong. And it's not only Flutter that has these issues. People also posted similar issues with another very popular no-code platform called Bubble. Here, users mention a lot of issues with containers and trying to customize their web app that they are trying to build. Another one also says that there are huge scalability issues with Bubble. Now, I also did some research on Bubble when I wanted to design the no-code app. And again, I thought Bubble was a fully scaled solution. It's not. This Medium article actually speaks about the disadvantages of Bubble, and they put it in a nice way. A problem I saw with Bubble was your ability to customize. Because much of the code is pre-made, you kind of have to rely on Bubble styles for a lot of the apps you want to build. There are ways to customize, and Bubble provides plugins from third-party APIs that you can use. But for the most part, I can see someone that wants a highly customizable app having problems. Other negatives I found were having to pay for more advanced usage of Bubble's plugins. There are also a limited number of plugins which could hinder specific apps. Now, at this stage, you might be asking, fine, there's issues with these no-code app development platforms, but why is it a trap? And I get it. I know that every platform does have its pros and cons. And yes, you can still build functional apps with Flutterflow and Bubble and other no-code platforms. But the reason why I think it is a trap is twofold. The first fold is that most of the no-code clients don't know how to code, as in haven't ever developed even one line of code. So coming in, the clients don't really have an idea of everything that is involved when you create some sort of app. Because I was experienced in coding, I could tell pretty early on that there were specific things I couldn't do, and that was a red flag to me. But I can picture someone maybe not knowing how to code, buying a platform like Bubble or Flutterflow, developing until 90%, spending a lot of time and hours, and then just can't actually complete it because of the restrictions. And that's the first issue. The second issue is that you can't actually build good, unique apps with these no-code platforms. And this is the common issue. The main complaint for any no-code platforms is that you can't customize it. So either you develop a very run-of-the-mill common app, or you don't build anything at all. And this would be fine. It actually would be perfectly fine if the no-code platforms were a bit more honest with it. They just aren't. In their marketing materials, in their demo videos, they phrase things differently. If you look at these no-code development platforms, look at their websites, you always get the sense that, wow, this no-code development platform can do it all. This is Bubble's front page, the world's only full-stack no-code platform. Design, develop, and launch production-grade applications without code. It doesn't matter if you're starting out or you are an enterprise team, Bubble is for anyone. Here is Flutterflow. Build applications faster than ever. Create beautiful UI, generate clean code, deploy the app to the App Store or web in one click, fully extensible with custom code. I've used Flutterflow. That is the furthest definition of Flutterflow there is. When I downloaded that code base, it was terrible. I would have never been able to deploy my app on Flutterflow unless I probably got an experienced Flutter dev to go and fix that messy code, sort out the errors, and then only I would have probably deployed it. Because obviously if there's errors in your code, the iOS store would immediately reject it. And it really is okay if these no-code platforms market themselves as a platform that gets you the minimum viable product quickly. So if you want to show clients a quick MVP or a proof of concept, go ahead and use something like Bubble and Flutterflow. It's great. We'll do that for you. But if you want a full-grade, production-ready app, you have to do it the old-fashioned way. So why are they marketing it like this? And when you do speak to any developer who has worked on these tools, if you speak to web developers, if you speak to mobile app developers, they actually tell you the same thing. They tell you that if you want to use a product like Flutterflow or Bubble or any other no-code tool, it's good for something simple, something quick. It's terrible with customization. It's terrible with scalability. Do it the old-fashioned way. So if you are thinking about no-code, which is fine, I think first do your research. But second, also understand that no-code app development platforms will always be second best to actually just sitting down and coding or paying an experienced developer to create your mobile app. It will be a lot more expensive, but you'll actually get it done right the first time. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Bye.